Greetings, Kitchen Sink family members. How are you? How are we? Yes, we are here today, and I'm sharing that dreams come true. Yes, dreams do come true. You have to keep your dreams alive. You have to sustain dreams. Just by mere dreaming gives you hope. But with that hope comes responsibility. And we're just going to discuss a little bit into that aspect that we need to dream and we need to keep dreams alive. I will show you one of my dreams that is coming into bearing as we continue to discuss. So, kitchen sink family members, there are some dreams that you can't structure, you know. It's possibly something that comes from a place of aspiration, a desire. I don't know what other words we could use, maybe an ambition. So you can't sort of put structure to it. However, there are dreams, let's say in industry or for a business, and things like that, where people can actually are able to lay it down, articulate it well, maybe even put associated goals with that dream, and possibly even a structure in the form of steps necessary, to be taken for someone to achieve those dreams. There are such dreams. But there's other dreams that are, when they come, they're like flimsy. It's something that you desire to do. It's something that sometimes you can't even share, because it's that way, as it happens to you, and yet dreams come true. I want you to stay with me and bear with me. Dreams come true. I desired to do something in my life. Some people call it life coaching. I don't know what other people call it, maybe just coaching or mentoring or doing things like, I love to do things like that. And I've said it before here, Kitchen Sink family members. I even asked a friend who introduced themselves to me once upon a time as a life coach, and they were doing this thing. I asked if she could hook me up with those that trained her so that I could receive training. I'm talking of something possibly that I knew about 3 years ago. Up to now, it hasn't happened. And then I stumbled upon another friend who also started their journey, as a life coach. They're very honest. It's very expensive. The routes they took, very expensive. That left me out in the dark. But dreams come true. I want to encourage you, Kitchen Sink family members. If you have a dream, if you have an aspiration, if you have an ambition, if you have a desire that you've carried for so long, they come to pass. A little while ago, I was in a place, you know how with internet, if I'm here in Harare, there are adverts that will pop up on my phone, on my device when I'm online. And when you move to another country even or region, you will pick up other adverts. And I've experienced that. I'm sure you've experienced that as well. And so a little while ago, I was in a different place and these adverts were popping up. At first, I didn't sort of pay attention. Then one day I thought, what is this about? I went into it and I was able to be trained, while I was, away. And that training is literally an introduction to the life coaching training that I need to undergo. I haven't done the actual course training, but what I did already made a difference in my life, in that it changed my perspectives about what it is when people talk about life coaching. And I'm saying this about life coaching, it could be anything in your life. It could actually be tailoring, it could be cooking, it could be anything in your life that you've desired to do, you've wished to do, but you've somehow not just been able to get down to do that which you are desiring to do. And so I just wanted to highlight this to us in a few minutes, that guys, dreams come true, but dreams have to be sustained. Dreams need to be achieved, and to achieve them, You have to know whether you need to take certain steps. And when you know the steps to take, you then must take the steps so that you become that which you are desiring to be. And so, as I took this course, when I was able to do it, it was a 6-hour course, and I was happy to sit down for 6 hours to take this course. Even when they were extending and kept, I was able to stay online because it's something that I desire to do. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying to us Kitchen Sink family members, don't worry about your age. Don't worry about your financial circumstances even. Don't worry about your friends. Don't worry about what people think and will say about you. If you have something deep in your heart, deep in your soul that you have desired to do, please keep dreams alive. They do come to pass. So one thing that I really want to encourage you with is also pursue those dreams. Sometimes to pursue a dream is to just make sure that you are conscious of it, that I desire this in my life. Sometimes you can make a prayer about it. Sometimes you can look for ways and means to ensure that that dream will come to pass. And sometimes you just want to keep it at the back of your mind, or write it somewhere, as a goal, as a desire, for your life, because you may not know the timelines within which the dream will come to pass, but you can write it down so that you can keep going back to it and begin to know that in my life, this is what I desire to do. As I sat for those 6 hours of training, I came out with something really devastating, but also very good for me to know that it is possible for many of us, when you are measuring impact in whatever you are doing, with however life is panning out for you, you have to measure your impact. What impact are you making in industry? What impact is your business making to you? How are you able to measure that impact? Is it by numbers? Is it by influence? Is it by what? How are you going to be able to measure your impact? And for what I learned about as a life coach, they gave us a quadrant, a quadrant with 4 segments. And those segments, at the top was high impact, and obviously at the bottom was low impact. And then on the other sections of the quadrant was high income, and then the other section was no income. I found that very interesting, just to learn that as I'm living life and thinking I'm being impactful, in my area of calling, in my area of purpose, how am I going to be able to measure it? And if it is not measurable, you may want to check again if that's something that you want to pursue in life. And as for me, when we had discussed all that we discussed, I end up seeing myself in the quadrant that defined me according to how I understood things as a broke expert. So now, because I know where I am, I'm working to become a wealthy expert. Guys, dreams come true. And when you study to show yourself approved, it will be shown to you where you are and what you are about. And I'm just saying, I just woke up today with this inspiration to say, let me share with Kitchen Sink family members. Let me encourage someone. You might have been me a few months ago and a few years ago when I've carried a desire, an aspiration, an ambition even to do life coaching in a proper way, and I've never known how to do it, but I stumbled upon an advert, pursued it, followed it through. The original training, the first training was for free, and already I'm excited about it. How about you? Please don't discard of your dreams. Don't feel let down about your dreams. Keep dreaming and keep dreams alive. One old friend used to say, if you stop dreaming, you are beginning to die. So you have to keep dreaming. I'm not young anymore, and I'm still dreaming, and I feel refreshed when I see that, I can finally do this in my life. And I'm sure you can do the same. Be encouraged, Kitchen Sink family members. Dreams come true. I want you to know that. Thank you. And thank you so much, dearly beloved. The last video where I shared, pictures, vlogs about what's been happening in my life, so much support, over 500 views. Please, can we keep on keeping on? We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere, and let's go together. Thank you so much. The books are coming on the 4th of September. We're publishing an ebook. We're trusting God to publish a paperback. Please come on board, buy a copy, gift someone with a copy. We are going somewhere together. Dreams are coming to pass. They do. Thank you.